Alright, hello. So this is will be my video for today. I had a bit more time, so I can find some setups. But we're gonna just start with how SPX moved today. So these are the key levels that I get every day. And I mean they're decent. Like of course they weren't expecting an open up here, but whatever. So we moved past this level, found support at this level, and we just kept stacking greens up to this magnet level here. And this is like you can see this is a sticky level up into FOMC. We were just sitting around this level essentially. Like FOMC started like right here, is it? Yeah, right here, and we were like almost directly on the magnet level, so that was cool. I saw this trend line. It was interesting. I mean, I didn't trust the break of it just because this isn't a strong break, especially with this bullish engulf after. So, I mean, maybe I could have gone a short here, but I was not really, but sorry, no, I just didn't really like shorting into uh, 59.65. And after that, FOMC, I'm not going to trade Neves. I don't know how to trade Neves. I probably should learn, but that's for the future. So, I mean, you can uh, see the trades I took here, I guess. I mean, like I did not take very many trades today. It just wasn't the best day for me. I don't know, just didn't see a lot of trades, didn't take a lot of trades. I definitely will be taking a lot more trades tomorrow because I feel like it, and I have no idea. Okay, here. So I mean, I whoa, is this from yesterday? This is from yesterday. Okay, yeah. So right off the open, or like close off the open, I saw how bullish we were, right? And I bought the open of this candle, or essentially the close of this candle, and sold right down here, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, I could have played for a retest of this, but I'm not gonna say no to 2 points, so, and I think that's the only trade on ES I took, right? It is. And NQ, not sure about this one. If I took, okay, I took two. I think they might have both been losers. This first one was pretty bad. Entered right at the wick here because I anticipated follow through right here and we didn't get it, and I just had to close on this candle, but I did kind of recover my 16-point loss here with like 10 points, and that's kind of it. Didn't really get much of the upside today because I wanted to keep my target small and didn't really trust the upside very much because we were going into 56.95, and I didn't feel comfortable longing into it, didn't feel comfortable shorting into it. So easy as that. Didn't take any other trades on futures apart from those. So that was a quick and easy day on futures. And now for my main stock account. So PLTR. This one I exited at the worst point possible. This is the, well, almost worst point possible right here, right down. Uh, can't really see it, but 53.96, like right here. This is just a horrible exit. You can see I did like re-enter along, but this is like my placeholder for a call debit spread. So, I mean, I saw, okay, Poulter is recovering. I mean, I didn't like this bounce off VWAP, but I do recognize that I'm trading the daily chart, so I don't really care about this intraday action. And with options, you're just buying time. And so I saw Poulter, and I was like, oh, this is nice. And then just got some bull call spreads on it. They're faring decently well, but I might have to close this because this is kind of useless. Same thing goes for Amazon and GEV. Like both of those entries are technically just call options, except I'm not can't paper trade options here, so that's great. So if you take a look at GEV, this is where I got my call, and we're just kind of flat into this day. APO was interesting. we have a pattern here. I'm decently worried about a gap fill, but if it comes to that, then I can just take profits. Here's LRN once again, just one of those. Z, this one was interesting. Didn't really like the upside, and for a while in the morning it was underwater, but I mean it recovered, so I'm completely fine with that. Then we've also got some other trade that, yeah, here's another EP. I took bros, you can see this massive wick. And I mean, I got a decently bad exit on it because I entered 45.38, which is really good entry. And I should have taken profits at 50, which was a key DEX level, but, or at least I should have seen how price reacted. Because if I was like actually watching bros, because at that time I was just looking for new setups, but here I could have exited here at 48.55 for an extra $1.55 a share, but whatever. I won't be perfect all the time, especially because hindsight is so strong. Here's app. I recognized like on over here, I recognize, okay, I don't like this pullback. This pullback is a lot deeper than I'd like it to be. And I just took partial profits with the intention of re-entering, but then I got stopped out here for the rest of my money. And I mean, it was a winner, decent winner, but uh, I don't know, it was fine. And then we have EBS, which got it right here and just scratched it right here because I didn't like where it was going. It was not going up. It was below VWAP, weak to SPY. You can see here, and I just didn't feel confident in it, so I just left it. And here's VST, a loss that I took today. You can see it opened really poorly, opened like this, and then we just crumbled. I mean, we did get a nice bounce off 130. I really should have set an alert here. I think I might have, but just set one now. But we got a nice bounce off 130. I mean, I guess I could do 5-minute opening range highs, but I just feel like that gets me out of a lot more setups. It's just not as good. Apart from that, not sure. I only have one position that's like down money right now, and that's VKTX, which I'm completely fine with. I added to GTLB today because I like how positions. This is just nice. Like you can see, even my ad is in the money, which is kind of rare actually. And apart from that, I don't think there's anything else here except for trade ideas that I might be entering tomorrow, depending on how they open, how the market opens. Like you can notice a lot of these trade ideas that I talk about I don't enter actually because I don't really feel like it. But here we've got ANET. I looked at their earnings. Their earnings were actually fine. I got I saw it down here like 400. Oh, I saw it at 400 to 405, and in my mind, I bought it at 405. So, I mean, you can do with that information what you will. I mean, of course, like saying that, oh, I bought it at 405 isn't like perfect way of showing skill, I guess, but just I have it at 405. We're just gonna assume that I have it at 405. I will buy it off the open tomorrow. We're looking at this key level here on 420. If we get a break of this level, then we're bullish. We got all these calls above here, and I can. If we do break and hold above 420, then I'm gonna get some calls on ANAT. Here's AVGO. Avgo, nice flag break. This is a clean trendline break, like cleanest trendline break you can see. There's a little bit of room before earnings, and I mean, like this chart is kind of messy, but you can see calls on 185, calls on 190, calls on 200. This is like a very it's very nice. If we can confirm above this, if we can confirm above this level here, then I mean, I might be long stock already, but if we can confirm above this, I might get some calls just for fun. Here's GTLB again. Not gonna get calls on it because don't really feel like it. But you can see 65 is a key level for GTLB. And bringing up GTLB again. You can see we're at the not all-time highs, actually. That's interesting. But we are like clear skies ahead, almost. Except for this, but whatever. Then we have Cat, which I bought some calls on it yesterday. Like not real money, of course, still paper trading because I do not trust myself at all. But Cat got some calls yesterday. They're now like out no, they were like 400 calls, so they're still in the money, but they're just they're just like underwater, I guess. I don't know. You can see lots of call delta 410, lots of call delta at 420. Still pretty bullish on Cat. I think Tier made a post saying like, okay, according to history, it should go up 57%, but for me, I'm thinking more 30%. End of year target for me is like maybe $500. So I'm ready to hold this for a while. I might enter a trade just on stock, just on flat out stock. I don't know if I will though. Here's VRT. This is one where I also got some calls on it. I think I got some calls on it yesterday, but you can see 125 key level, 130, and 135. There's just so many calls on this. It's just extremely bullish. Here's Marvel, not as bullish, and I certainly won't be entering this one because I don't really like chasing, and I don't want to be trapped before earnings. So I'm not gonna enter this at all unless I see a pullback and earnings and good earnings. But you can see 100 is a key dex level. If you really want to take that trade, then you can target 100. I'm not taking this trade, of course, because I just don't like it. We also have this. I don't think I looked at their decks, especially just because it's a $28 stock, but you can see it's got a decent breakout. That's essentially the only thing I can say for it. It's financially, I looked at their financials. Their financials are interesting. I think they're finally profitable or something. So whatever. We'll see. We'll see. I still like how this plays out to maybe 40 or something, but we'll see. I'm gonna certainly be watching that one. Here's Crowd. This is one where I also have some calls on it right now that I got today. You can see this is a clean breakout. We've got room till earnings. I think my calls actually expire after earnings just to keep some IV value, and I'm just trading like intrinsic value essentially, and I don't want to get volatility crushed, so I'm not going to hold it over earnings. But you can see we're positioned for blue skies ahead. That's all I can say. And I mean, looking back here, we've got 340, we've got 350, we got 360. Here's Duolingo. You can see we're very thick with calls here. Tier made a post on this morning saying that if we can confirm about breakout territory, it's a buy. And I got some calls on it right at the close of the day. This is a really nice pattern. I really like this pattern. You can see we bounced straight off 27 297.55, which is great. And I mean, I'm ready to hold this for a while. I do like how this plays longer term, so that's fun. And last one, which isn't my favorite setup. I'd like to see a little bit more confirmation before I maybe enter. But ISRG, you can see there's not as many calls up here, but there's a significant node right here at 550, which is my main incentive, I guess. I guess 550 is my year-end target then. I don't know. But I'll certainly be watching this one. Might get some calls on it because I only want to trade stock from now on for my EPs and high ADR stocks. Like for example, Ecor, high ADR, low volume. This is just a crap stock. So that's where you'd do it. Z, again, this is an EP. CPNG. Oh, and also when I'm catching knives, I'll also have to when I'm catching knives, I'm also going to trade with stock just so I reduce my risk. Like for example, CPNG, this is a smaller position because it's my first time catching a knife. And I mean, it's actually going really well. My stop is definitely below 50, so I'll just set that now. But I really do like how this plays. It's a really nice trade, and I mean, from my previous video, you saw how thick with calls it was and how few puts there were. So I'm still pretty bullish on it. I do feel like if we can confirm above this level, we still have more upside to go on it. Here's team. I entered this one today. You can see I got triggered on my EP buy stop that I completely forgot about a while back. I looked at their decks positioned well. We are positioned for a gap fill here. I don't know what's from. Maybe from this earnings, maybe from back there. I don't know. But team seems nice. I'm gonna stop loss above. I'm gonna break even stop loss, but there's team. This is one where I like EPs like this. I will keep with stock, but whenever I add to an EP, it will be with options. Like for example, Roblox, I added to it yesterday because I really like this close here. I mean, definitely not the volume, but I do like the close. And I checked their deck chart. Their deck chart was pretty bullish, and I got some calls on it yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Or at least a call debit spread. So whenever I add to these, it will no longer be with stock, it will be with calls. But here's CEG, there's another knife catching opportunity. Like for example, TRMB, I'm looking to add to this eventually, and when I do add to it, it will be with calls. Yeah, but apart from that, Tesla, didn't talk about it much, but 300 is the key level for Tesla. We need to see how it reacts to 300. If we can confirm above it, then we position nicely for the, uh, we just position nicely for next year. So, I don't know. Maybe we can make new all-time highs on Tesla, which will be very interesting to say the least. Like all-time highs here, 416. So I don't know, but I think tomorrow we might be looking at a gap down because I don't know. I feel like we're a bit extended, but of course, feeling like we're extended doesn't really mean anything because a feeling is not what you should trade off of. But yeah, uh, I don't know. I'm just saying we could be looking at a gap down. I'm not certain enough to trade it, so of course. And then well, what's it called? We like gold is being gold. I think I said something about it being bearish or bullish. Well, we did bounce off the 50, so now I probably flip bullish, but I will be keep watching it. If you want to go short, I've said short silver because silver's weak, but apparently it's not today. We did get through the 50 on silver, which is nice. Bitcoin is still bullish, I think. Yeah, you can see. We're making new all-time highs. It's kind of nice. And then euro dollar is just, yeah, still bearish. I know we did get a bounce, yes, through day or today, essentially. But I mean, I'm still bearish on it, just longer term, of course. Of course, I'm not going to trade any of these because I don't have enough conviction. I don't know how oil is doing, actually. Oh, oil is okay. We're above the 50 on oil, which is nice, but I think a better way to look at it is WTI. And I mean, I can't say much for oil right now. Small body candles, I don't know, and lots of wicks. So I'm just gonna wait for confirmation here on WTI. Not gonna trade anything. But all right, bye.